Team Cat Mojo, it is I, and I am here at Crumbs and Whiskers in Los Angeles, cat cafe extraordinaire. We are here today to do a little Ask Me Anything with me. Every day besides Tuesday, you can come and hang out with cats, adopt them. They are amazing and wonderful and totally playful and ready to go home with you. We would love for that to happen. Thank you for liking this channel, for subscribing, give us the thumbs up. You know how to give a thumbs up? Yeah, man, love the channel. But we would love for you to subscribe too, right? Is that right? Subscribe to the channel, man. I just turned him into Cartman. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. You guys suck. Anyway, subscribe. Thank you very much. In the meantime, let's get to these questions. If you have more, you can put them down in the comments and we'll keep doing more videos like this. So go ahead, what do we got?
Do you think cat stereotypes are accurate?
You know what, that's a great question. Yes and no. I don't believe in the one orange brain cell. I do believe in the orange cat Dennis the Menace. They're more playful and they're kind of mischievous and whatever, but I don't see the dumbness out of that. Tortitude? Yeah, man, I see it. Tortitude. Ooh, tortitude. I could say that all day. Tortitude. Tortitude. Oh, it's the small things in life. But really, what is tortitude and why is it such a common phrase? They're just a little more, you know, like sensitive. I try so hard to not buy into them. Stereotypes stigmatize. And I think common characteristics may be less stigmatizing.
All right, what's your favorite cat age?
I think there's a universal truth. Everybody loves a little baby. Like, I mean, from that age of like being born to like 3 months old is just this precious time. It's wonderful. That said, I love that time between 6 years and 18 months when they are just like crazy zoomy factories. And even though they might drive you crazy and knock things around and do whatever, you go, I'm gonna miss this. And I really love old age. It becomes a whole different relationship and it's really beautiful and obviously a lot quieter and slower, but it's just, the quality of that relationship is really, really special to me. So yeah, I'm not trying to like duck the question at all.
You are ducking it though. You just said the cat's whole lifespan.
All right, so fine. If I have to be predictable, then yeah. This age right here, these guys are all about like 6 months, 5, 6 months old. Early teenage. So that's like 5, 6 months. This is it.
What's one thing you wish more people understood about cats?
If there was one thing I wish people would understand about cats is that they're not dogs. The fact that they sit here with us, that they want to play with us, they want to hang out with us at all, is actually evolution in action. And I find that just endlessly fascinating. That, you know, from the time we started bringing these guys into our homes on a regular basis, not just, you know, here and there, not like in a self-domesticated way, but saying, okay, you're now a pet, what, 150 years maybe? In 1947, Ed Lowe invented cat litter. It is now 2024. How many years is that? Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
53, 24, 77.
77 years? We'll say that.
Yeah.
77 years since Ed Lowe invented cat litter, which was the official red carpet. We're like, okay, you can now come into our house. You don't have to live in the barn anymore. You don't have to sit there and chase mice all the time. We got stuff like this now for you to chase. That is such a short amount of time in the evolutionary bucket, and yet we get disappointed in them for not acting more like dogs and like, oh, where are you going? I love you so much. These are animals that like chose to live with us even though they kind of didn't have to. And I think that they all deserve a round of applause for that.
Side question, do you know how long dogs have been domesticated? Like, what's the comparison? Are we talking like 100 years?
I think that you can't quote me, but I think that we have proof of domestication going back 100,000 years.
Whoa.
I think.
So it's significant as far as...
Well, because the thing is that the difference between the relationship between human and dog and human and cat is that dogs helped us hunt. It wasn't until we started storing the food. So when we were just hunter-gatherers, dogs were with us. When we started storing food, which was not until about, I think, 12,000 years ago. What happens then is that there's a high concentration of rodents because the rodents eat the grain. Rodents eat the grain, they poop in the grain. The poop gets in us and we get very hypersick. So what then happens is the cats, that Near Eastern wildcat that we've been talking about, that cat starts to concentrate too because that's where their prey is. They say, don't worry about it, humans, we got it. And they then prey on the rodents that were eating our food. And suddenly what happens? The birth 12,000 years ago of the mutually beneficial human-cat relationship. That's when cats came in. And that's the only reason that our relationship formed.
If you weren't working with cats, what do you think you'd be doing?
I don't know. I mean, I've said this before. I have doubts as to whether I'd actually be around because it is actual fact that cats saved my life. Other than that, I think I would still be playing music. I think that was the only thing I ever really knew how to do well. And I do believe I would still be in animal welfare. I would still be in sheltering to some degree or another. I think that it wasn't cats that made me go, oh, wait a minute, I'm meant to do something else with my life. It was taking the job at the animal shelter that made me go, I want to stick around and do something different. And then the cats just happened to come with that package, you know?
What's the most surprising thing you've learned about cats in your career?
I really feel like we are watching sort of a split in evolution. The raw cat, the one I always talk about, the sort of the ancestral cat, is alive and well in our city streets. But then this other cat is becoming more and more prevalent. That's sort of almost the dog cat. The more dog cats are the ones who are more in our homes because they interact with us more. But those two branches are branches. And from where I sit, they might as well be two completely different branches of the Felis tree, the Felidae. It's amazing trying to advocate for both of those cats, which is what I do.
How do you keep your home from looking like a complete cat jungle while still being cat friendly?
This is why I came up with the word catification. Catification is the act of making a home for both humans and cats. It's got to not feel chaotic and that you've devoted your entire life to the cats and not yourself, and it's got to work for them as well. And if you look around this very beautiful cat cafe, you can see how it works. You're seeing seating for humans that you want to like hang out on, mingling with things for the cats. You're seeing vertical places for the cats. You're seeing how everything can work together in a way that doesn't feel like you're just turning your house over to the cats. Now, if you're me, then you don't give a crap about turning your house over to the cats. You've already done it. Let's just put it this way. I have, what, a 1,300 square foot house and an 800 square foot catio. That's just the law of this jungle right here. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. I don't have any problem with that whatsoever. That's the way I define catification. If you want to define catification, you should go and get my 2 books with Kate Benjamin, Catification and Catify to Satisfy, and you will know everything you need to know about how to be a very aesthetically well-appointed jungle and not a crazy cat person house.
What's the number one thing a cat guardian can do to most improve their cat's quality of life?
Is commit to a system of rituals in their day. You will notice so many differences in your cat's behavior as it applies to you if you start feeding them meals and you stop leaving food out all the time. If you were able to eat the entire day away, your productivity would go down, your sense of belonging to group would go down. Rituals are important to humans, they're important to animals. You will see a difference, I promise you.
How does your knowledge of dogs compare to your knowledge of cats?
I know dogs, but they got my number. Like, I'm a terrible dog trainer. My dogs just have me wrapped around their finger, man. I mean, look, if we're gonna be honest, I don't trust those social interactions with other dogs, whether they're on leash or not on leash, and I don't know who you are as a person, and I don't know. This whole thing about letting them walk up and smell each other and all that, man, yeah. I'm sure if you run into me on the street with my dog, don't take it personally. I'm going to cross to the other side of the street. It's just my nerves. I can't, it rattles my nerves.
How many cats is too many?
Ask these guys. I've seen homes with 12, 15 cats do just fine. And then I've seen cats with 2 and they added a 3rd and it didn't work. You find your answer by listening to your cats and trying not to force it.
What instruments can you play?
Guitar, I play bass, I can play piano, and that's where I call it a day. There are a lot of things that I could learn how to play, but the drums will never be one of them.
Favorite out of those 3?
I mean, guitar is my primal.
Okay.
Guitar I've been playing since I was 9 years old. Piano is something that I picked up when I was in high school and got really into for a while. Now I would have to get fresh on it.
Well, thank you, Jackson.
You're welcome, Brandon. Thank you for asking me so many insightful questions. And if you want to ask me an insightful question, you could just put it down in the comments. We're going to make more videos just like this if you want us to. Please remember to go and adopt your next cat. We desperately need adopters in this country. And if we didn't, we wouldn't have places like Crumbs and Whiskers, who are doing an amazing job, have actually, out of this location, adopted thousands of cats needing homes. And there's another branch in Washington, D.C. where you can also adopt cats from. But whatever you do, please adopt. Please remember 2 is better than 1, especially right now. And here's the challenge to you. Pick one friend of yours who doesn't like cats and get them to adopt a cat. And here's the way to do it. Show them a kitten. Good luck. There's no way. But we should all be striving to make our community bigger than it already is. And you're the one who's responsible for that. I'm doing my best, but you got to pick it up too, all right? Light, love, and mojo, everybody.
Meow.